Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. Did some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. While classic taking my coat from me. I blast dope it. She on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me more than poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap with ease. Yeah, baby, that's why I little baby, that's why I set all that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m. she done. Can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe, a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no mount, then find a song that I can down, babe. Do what I say, like my name was sign me out. Netflix, her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like we in the trees. Long hair trucker, I'm Keanu Reeves. Roll when they wanna meet me. Girl, that cold make it popsicle. Outshine all these, no obstacle. Country and Kool-Aid and bags of hot pickle. She gon' keep her sticker. And baby, that's why yeah, baby, that's why
Tú y yo. I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it me up, reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on the grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business love me, I was head of rhythm and blues. The women that fell to their feet, so many to choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money, gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated. Life it placed me as a black woman in a chitlin circuit. Seductive vocalist as the promoter hit the curtains. My voice was angelic, straight from heaven. The crowd sobbed. A musical genius, what the articles emphasized. Had everything I wanted, but I couldn't escape. Had me in fetal position, restricted. Turned on my family, I went wherever cameras be. No private planes for my insanity. Self-indulged, discipline never been my sentiments I needed. To me, it was like penicillin. Love, my happiness was in it. The melodies gave me hope when nobody's looking. My first assistant was a small town scholar, never did a till I got myself around her. My daddy looked the other way, he saw sin in me, pinched in me, reincarnated. My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me, I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect, I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace in LA. But you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then tell me the truth. Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? I can tell you where I'm going. I can tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven cause you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. My greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony and motion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis, but now we here now. Centuries you manipulated man with music. Embodied you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views. And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more it's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal. So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted? I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding. For heavy man, woman, and child, how much can you vow? I found my life just to live one in harmony now. You crushed a lot of people keeping their thoughts in captivity. And I'm ashamed that I ever created that enemy. Then let's rejoice where we at. I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Carnated.
Here come the boogeyman, what we do on the can't run the clock on American Bandstand. Flush in the pan, not a fan of the jam. Band sweating on the floor till we no longer stand. Hey Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Give me the girls and the cause I need all the things. Listen to damn cause I'm neat. You're the punk rock bumble while you shuffle your feet. Life in the fast lane, guaranteed to win in a rap race. Speeding them all, I've been stuck in a bad place. Fat face, sugar in the gas tank. Sucking on my tailpipe, my pace. Nothing to gain, no one to blame. It's always the same, you can't contain or I'm a game to keep it the fame. Whether I'm paid, whether I'm never amazed that I can die happily while you screaming my name.
Can't dance now, you can't feel it. Standing at the top of the hill. Come on now. I can't dance now, you can't feel it. Lord, I'm gonna love you
still. Yeah. Take the mask off, I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster, do a why's it always feel like I only go backwards? Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace. You can't shake this, take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with me.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Breaking the silence, so open your eyelids. Yeah, we're breaking down barriers. You are not staring at us.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill today, Blake Snell. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket as a hitter. You really have to stay on your toes.
Parker Meadows, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Edman in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Singing, I'm not sure what the manager's thinking, putting this many lefty bats in the order against this southpaw starter.
Yeah, might be trying to get in the head of the pitcher out there. It's definitely not your traditional lineup, Boog. I can tell you from experience, it's so hard as a lefty batter when a left-handed pitcher is tossing nasty breaking stuff your way. Hope this call works out for him. I'm glad I'm not in the lineup today.
Gleyber Torres stands in now and watches strike one.
Ball, that's too high.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres. Snell won his second Cy Young Award in 2023, the same season he led the majors in walks. That doesn't happen very often, but it wasn't the first time. Early Wynn did the same thing in 1959 with the Chicago White Sox.
Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here's Riley Green. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Two outs. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
That's down and in.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show LA.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across there.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Jack Flaherty. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot. same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Fought off foul.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
The 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Mookie Betts. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a big swing and a miss.
No ball,
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Rogers down to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Whips it to first, and Freeman is retired, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. We played an inning, no score. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Snell back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
2 strikes. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. And that's outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now, Matt Vierling, late on that fastball. Snell, the former Cy Young Award winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith. edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. That misses.
2 balls,
now
2
2-2. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Tigers fail to make any noise. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man,
ball,
that
2
was
strikes.
pretty gross right there.
In the air, right field. Bierlin on his way over. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Max Muncy now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Misses inside, and it's 1-1. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. Grounds 1 to short. Sweeney over to first. That's the 3rd out. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Jace Young. Young measures 6 feet even, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that's in the dirt.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws in time, and the drop 3rd strike leads to the 1st out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. And that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. And strike 2. Top of the third, no score. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He's now struck out 8 in a row. Down in order go the Tigers. And we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Stepping in, Andy Pajes. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Digs in now. There's your strike.
0-1.
Into center. Meadows flying after this one. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield. He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Snap throw to first. Meadows back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And that one a little below the knees. Ball one. And that drops in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
With the go-ahead run at first, top half of inning number 4.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Outside corner, got him looking. Next to hit, Riley Green. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Caught looking his first time up. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Save! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strikes him out for the second time today.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Mookie Betts. Shohei on the go. Pitching for a strike. safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Go-ahead run at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And that one is inside ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And here's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing, and Freeman blasts one to right. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. Reaching for it and brings it in. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Snell back to work. And that misses. And that is ball 1. And that one is lifted in the air. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Colt Keith.
And now the first baseman, Colt Keith. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The Tigers yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
So now a pinch hitter,
Detroit,
Andy Ibanez,
77,
looking for a
Ibanez.
2-out spark with the bases empty. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. There's a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Outside low. And a count 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Tigers are shut down there. And we are still scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now the third baseman, Max
Leading
Muncy.
off for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Just
that's off the
missed.
plate.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Will Vest appears to be getting loose. Foley also getting ready. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the count is even. Line drive. And out number 1 on the grab.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Fastball is outside.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
One down, base is empty. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Line drive, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Tommy Edman at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fouled off. He was late.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Smith over at first with 1 away. Misses off the plate. Now 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating...
Got him! And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. Struck out swinging his first time. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Two outs. Fly ball down the line. Vierling. Long run on his horse. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Breaking ball misses down and away. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Top 6. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers.
That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1-1. Ball inside.
Late swing, fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
So up next, Trey Sweeney. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1. There's a strike. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Next offering upstairs.
2-2 the count.
And that's downstairs and outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Go ahead run on base. And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows. Step off, throw to first. Sweeney back in standing. And that is out of play.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
That one not close. And the count even 1-1. Man at first, one away. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting himself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Here is Gleyber Torres. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Sweeney off of first with 2 away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. Lifted in the air, right field. And it falls. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
No more having to worry about keeping the no-hitter alive now. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Zach McKinstry. Riley Green digs in for a critical at-bat and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. Not measuring up how I want to be. Pleased with small things and downgrades.
Now pitching for
Back
Detroit.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Will Vest. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Hesung Kim getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time.
Hesung Kim.
First pitch swinging.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Got him looking. 1 gone here.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished. Right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 2. First pitch misses. And another ball.
2.
Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Holton, the left-hander, up and throwing. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. There's a strike, and now 3-1.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Fought off foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop.
Here's Mookie Betts now. 0 for 2 in this one.
Going one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
And that one almost hit him. Trying to send this to extra innings. There's a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up, and we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Inside, and that's ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a ground ball to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now it's going to be Matt Vierling.
Right fielder, Matt Vierling.
That misses the zone. 1-0. Fastball is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Colt Keith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And here's the first baseman, Colt Keith. Golden opportunity right here. On the ground, tags the runner. Throw is offline, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. And up next for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's the strike. And a foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Breaking ball inside. 1-2 the count. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the top half of inning number 7. That one out to right. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That's outside. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. First offering, and it just misses. Two on, 2 outs. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one fouled off. Two outs. On the ground to first. Freeman steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Tigers 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Bo Brisky.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
That clips the corner. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. So the tying run at second. Left field, Green. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Late on that fastball.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Vierling brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. Ball game. And the Tigers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it, kind of like kill it. In the back, chilling with you. I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I just want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight. Panic of ease, a little ticky, little thick thing, keep it. Got a like she shot you with Adidas. Ever since you're young, I've been the leader. I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, don't see it. Just to